think we would be remiss to not bring up what we believe has been a monumental move by a fellow entrepreneur who I'm sure you know pretty well, Mark Cuban. His decision to start this cost plus drugs business, I think, is an absolute good. I mean, considering all the hell that is going on related to big pharma, the price gouging that is nonstop. Again, we would obviously love to have a universal healthcare system. Single payer through Medicare for all would obviously be the most ideal. But considering where we are right now, and just considering what we saw as one example, I can't remember the name specifically of the drug, but it is a leukemia drug that right now on the private market goes for about $10,000 a month. Mark apparently is going to have on his exchange at about $50 a month.
Amazing.
I mean, that is, it's life-changing for a lot of people. If you could comment on what Mark is doing and perhaps what you feel that more wealthy entrepreneurs could potentially be doing. Dan Price of Gravity Payments comes to mind. More or less just kind of setting the standard, if you will, because relying on Capitol Hill to fix our problems seems to be a dead end, as you probably would agree. But it seems that there is the opportunity here with what Mark is doing to maybe really disrupt the market, especially when it comes to prescription drugs. How do you see that?
Well, I applaud what Mark's doing. He's a brilliant entrepreneur, and I think this is a good that he's doing. In addition, I think the best thing that entrepreneurs can do is invest in big structural change. Like, let's not kid ourselves. We're in this place because big moneyed interests have bought our political system, and we are not going to defeat those big money interests with butter knives. We have to organize our own big money interests to change the political system. We have to fight fire with fire. So in my opinion, one of the best things entrepreneurs could do would be to pour billions and billions and billions of dollars into the same tactics that the right wing has used, except use those tactics to get Medicare for all and a living wage. We're kidding ourselves if we think we're going to be able to win our political objectives without emulating the tactics that the right wing has mastered in administering power. There's a great quote that MLK has that my fiance actually put into this really awesome glass encasing that is on my desk that talks about power and love. And about love without power, MLK said it's sentimental and anemic. And that is the left in our country. The left is about love, but doesn't engage with power. And we can't have justice without the intersection of love and power. So as much as I wish we could have a bunch of entrepreneurs build companies and then it would change everything, this country is so big that even for multi-billionaires, they're a teeny, teeny, teeny dot in the greater whole. So what we really need is political change. And as Bernie said, we need a political revolution. But I think that where we have to build on the foundation of 2016 and 2020 is understanding that political revolution is actually going to require alliance all the way from working people to progressive people of wealth so that we can use their resources to fight fire with fire.
I agree. I thought that too. It's like they bought Congress. We just have to rebuy it, basically.
Correct.
We just need we need to rebuy it. And I totally get that because oftentimes I actually went to law school in order to lobby. My original thought was to lobby in the same way, like what you're saying. I'm like, okay, I want to go lobby for like the Innocence Project or, like I'm in the lobby for the good guys because the bad guys have all these lobbyists. And so it's not inherently that lobbying is evil. It's just that it has to be used for good and not evil.
Well, let me share, if I may, a brief story about some of my experiences 6-7 years ago in California when I wanted to help California create a state version of the earned income tax credit, which is like a wage subsidy for low-income workers. It's literally cash back on your tax return if you earn below a certain level of income. And I went to the lobbyists that typically lobby for the oil and gas companies in Sacramento because I wanted to go hire the lobbyists that are the most effective. And unfortunately, those happen to be the ones in California that work for oil and gas and tobacco. And I went to them and I said, if I pay you the same rates that oil and gas companies pay you, will you go lobby for poor people? And they're like, yeah, Sure. And they did, and we won and got the state to create its first new anti-poverty program in 40 years. And when I did that, I got a little bit of, criticism of like, how could you, use those lobbyists who also work for the tobacco and oil companies? And, I wish it weren't so, but, on the other hand, look back, they won, and they won for poor people. So I think that was a pretty good decision.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.